What's up, YouTube? James here, coming at you, gunsmithbrain.com. You guys know what's up. Today's video is going to be a Q&A video. Out on Twitter and Instagram last week that I was doing a Q&A video. You guys submitted your questions. I got hella questions, like stupid amount of questions. I got like, I don't know, 30 or something questions. So I'm not going to answer all of them. I'm going to go through, I'm going to pick some good ones. I'm going to answer those. It's been a while since I've done a Q&A. I feel like it's been like super long since I've done a Q&A. Like looking back through YouTube and like the last time I did a Q&A, my beard was this long. So it's been like a solid year without me doing a Q&A. Anyway, so enough talking. Let's get going here. On my Instagram, let's see what these questions are. So the first one is from Kent Salmon's Fitness. Big Kent, what's up Kent? Owns a badass gym out in New York. So if you're in the East Coast or the New York area, go through, say what's up to Kent. I'll throw his link and info below. Go check him out. This question is, what got you into Gunsmith? So what got me into Gunsmith? So basically, I think it's like 4 years ago, something like that. It's like 4 years ago. Rob and I actually met through a mutual friend, our buddy Bruce, who he went to high school with and I went to college with. Introduced us and we became friends. We started hanging out. Rob was like super into marketing and I was working as a personal trainer. And one day Rob actually texted me when I was at work and he's just like, dude, what do you think about starting like a fitness brand? Like there's a bunch of corny ass brands out there that have no substance, no meaning, no message behind them. How about we start something? And I was super into it. Rob owned a streetwear company before called Robbery. And he had some good success there, and I actually had tried to start a fitness brand back when I finished up college, but it never really kind of took off. And so like when he mentioned that, I was like all in. I was ready. And so we started marketing on social media through Twitter and Instagram. We built up this massive community of like-minded people that like to kick ass and work hard. And eventually, like after we did that for a few months, we ended up launching a brand. So we did a ton of like networking and marketing before we even had a brand. Like we built up this badass community 4 months before we even had product. So it was awesome. And 3 years later, here we are, still kicking ass. Moving on. Busted 1, how do you balance your time in the gym with growing your business/brand? I don't think there really is a balance, honestly. I'm here all the time. I'm literally here every day for pretty much the entire day. I get here in the morning, leave super late at night. My girlfriend, Chrissy, is not a huge fan. I get home super late, like pretty much every night of the week. But she understands, like I'm here, I'm doing stuff, I'm training, or I'm training people, or I'm working on some business stuff, or we're filming some videos or whatnot. We're always doing something. I try to set some time away on the weekend to hang out with her and do like just fun stuff and kind of relax and decompress a little bit. But even lately, like that hasn't been happening. Like the last two months or so, we've been traveling pretty much every weekend for something. We were going to Vegas, and we were going to Eugene, and then we're going to Seattle. Like all these events, we're leaving this weekend. We're going to the Bay Area for Reebok Record Breakers. So like even on the weekends, we're doing stuff. We're traveling, and it's gonna get to the point where like this next couple months, we're gonna be traveling every weekend for events like the Fit Expo. All sorts of expos coming up. There really isn't a ton of balance. I mean. And I don't think you can have balance necessarily. If you want to be successful at something, you have to commit yourself to it fully. And I think most entrepreneurs or successful entrepreneurs or successful business people or successful athletes will say the same thing. If you want to be good at something, you got to be committed to it 100%. Like Tom Brady. Tom Brady lives, eats, sleeps, breathes football. If you're an Olympic athlete, those guys train for 4 years, and it's all about being ready for competition. Up in Portland, listening to Gary Vee talk a couple weeks ago, and that's all he was preaching about, that you have to fully invest yourself to be successful. You have to be all in 100%. So I don't necessarily think that there is a way to balance if you're fully committed to something, if you're trying to be successful at something. Now there's ways to implement it so that like there's a little bit of balance maybe. I'm lucky that Gunsmith is based around fitness, obviously, and so I enjoy training. And so when I train, that's helping to build the brand a little bit. You know, I'll do a workout video or a tutorial video, or I'll talk about some stuff training related, and that's furthering to build the brand. Or I try to involve Chrissy in some of the trips that we go on, bring her, so that's involving her in our relationship into the brand a little bit. So that I'm still building the brand and still working on the brand, but I'm also able to spend a little bit of time with her. But I don't think there necessarily is a way to fully balance. If you're truly dedicated to building something and growing something, I don't think I'm the only one that thinks that. I think there's a lot of really successful people that would agree with me there. Obviously, you gotta have some fun time every now and then. You gotta set some time aside to have some enjoyment. But I think if you're doing something that you enjoy and you love, you're not really working anyway. So it's easy to skip out on balance. Let's see, T_Bush. What's up, Taylor? If you could only eat one flavor of Halo Top for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's a tough one. Honestly, I think candy bar. That new flavor candy bar of Halo Top is amazing, and I could easily eat that every day because it has everything you would want. It has chocolate, peanut butter, nuts. It's the shit. So candy bar. That would be the one. If I could only eat one flavor, that would be it. Rob Tremonti, what hobbies, interests do you have outside of the gym? I got none. No. What do I enjoy doing outside the gym? Really, it's weird, but it's like a childhood thing. I used to always go to the movies with my parents, and it was just like, I don't know. It's just like a comfort thing for me. I really, really, really enjoy going to the movies and just going to the movie theater. It doesn't even matter if the movie is crap. I will go to the movies. I'll go to the movies by myself just because I enjoy it. I used to work back in high school. I worked at a movie theater, and that was probably one of my favorite jobs because on my day off, like I'd have like Sunday off. I'd just go to the movies on Sunday, get some free popcorn, get some free soda, and some free ices. If you work there, you got free ices. And so I would just go to the movie theater. I'd get there at like 10 a.m. and I'd get some free popcorn, some free kettle corn, some ices, and I'd go sit in movies, and I would sit in movies all day. So on Sunday, I would watch like 3-4 movies, all the new stuff. And it sounds super lame, but honestly, that was one of my favorite things when I was younger. But yeah, I love going to the movies. I love traveling. I love seeing new places. I love to cook. I don't really cook that much, honestly, right now because I just meal prep all the time. And lately, Chrissy's actually been meal prepping for me. Thank you, Chrissy. So I haven't really been cooking very much lately, but I enjoy cooking. And then I enjoy snowboarding. I haven't really been snowboarding lately, the last couple of years, just because I've always been super busy in the winter time, or I've been traveling. But I'm going to try to start getting into snowboarding again this year and hopefully do some more. I think we're going to get a lot of snow up here, so that will be awesome. I used to live in Tahoe, so I snowboarded all the time. I have to get a new board, haven't done that, so I've been putting that off. But this year I think I'm going to try to get back into snowboarding a little bit. But yeah, those are my hobbies, what I enjoy outside of pumping some iron and lifting some heavy ass weights. 51_fit. How did you stay humble growing up with such an epic last name? This dude is named Chris Mooney, and he lives out in Australia. He owns a gym out there, and we share the same last name, no relationship. But it seems like lately, like the last year, I've met like so many Mooneys that I'm not related to. And it's pretty badass. My family is like 3rd generation from Ireland. And so there's a ton of Mooneys out in like the Dublin area that have relationship that I'm related to. and I haven't been out there to go see, and like, but that's like on my bucket list. I want to go out to Dublin. I want to go out to Ireland and go just like meet like some of these old relatives that I have. It's tough though, man, Chris. It's tough. It's tough being a Mooney and being humble. Bobby Dunlap 87, intermittent fasting thoughts. I don't think intermittent fasting is like a bad thing. I personally don't enjoy fasting. I like to eat. I like to eat on schedule. It's awesome. It works. I don't think it's the end all be all. I mean, I think if you're going to, I think it's like everything else, like moderation. Like, I don't think intermittent fasting is sustainable for life. I think it's one of those things that you have to cycle in, cycle out. Just listening to Dr. Andy Galpin on Mark Bell's Powercast, and he was actually talking about fasting and how he likes to do it every now and then to kind of test the body, and so he'll do it every now and then. He was talking about how it's not sustainable for life. So, and I'm kind of in the same boat. I think doing it every now and then, or doing a couple weeks of intermittent fasting or a couple months of intermittent fasting is awesome to kind of change things up and shock the body. But personally, I'm not super interested in intermittent fasting. But who knows? Maybe down the road, maybe I'll try it. And if it works for you and you like it, shit, use it. Stick with it. It's all about consistency. Find something that works for you, stick with it, and then every now and then, cycle in something new. Try something new. That's how you continue to grow and build and become a better version of yourself. So if it works for you, awesome. I recommend everyone try something and fully commit to trying it. And if it doesn't work, move on. Find something else. But that's the only way you're going to find what works for you. So yeah. That's my thoughts on intermittent fasting. Hope that helped, Bobby. Let's go to the next one. Irrevocably Bell. Was there ever a point before or during you thought maybe Gunsmith was a bad idea? If so, what made you move forward? No, I don't think there was ever really a point where I thought Gunsmith was a bad idea. I don't think Rob ever thought that either. Like I said, to the earlier question, when we launched Gunsmith, we spent four months basically building the brand, building this community around the brand without even having products. So like we didn't even have any really monetary investment into the brand. Like we weren't selling anything. We were just basically creating this community of people that like to work hard and support each other. We never really went into it expecting it to pay off right away. I don't think you can expect to make a profit, right away right off the bat. And I don't think that was really our main goal ever, really. Like when we initially started, the goal wasn't to make money. The goal was to create something dope, create something that people could get behind and believe in and resonated with people. And so that was the main goal. So I think if we'd initially gotten in just trying to make a quick buck, I think it would have been easy for us to be discouraged. But that wasn't our main intention. That wasn't our main focus. It was never a point where we were like, oh shit, this isn't worth it. This is not working. It was always positive. It was always like, damn, this is doing a lot better than we thought, damn, this is taking off a lot faster. Holy crap, people are so much more receptive than we even imagine, than we could ever imagine. So no, there was never a point where we were like, oh, we're about to give up on this. Over to Twitter, see what we got on Twitter. At Cookie3Monsters. What is your number one choice for building muscle? I don't know what that question really means specifically. If I could build muscle in one particular place, what would I build up? My shoulders, because I want to bring those up because my shoulders are weak and tiny. I think that's what you're asking. I'm hoping that's what you're asking because that's how I'm going to answer it. At Remington James F. What up, Remington? How's it going, brother? He says, yo, big dog, what's your favorite genre of music? Favorite artist? That's the toughest question. That's like when somebody asks what's your favorite artist or what's your favorite movie? Those are the hardest question to answer because there's so many. As far as favorite genre of music, I go through waves. Like, I'll like one type of music, and then I'll move on to something else, and I'll come back to it, and I'll go through waves. So I don't think there's one particular genre of music that I like more than others. I listen to pretty much everything. So rock, rap, hip hop, R&B, country, doesn't matter. I'm not going to discriminate. As far as favorite artists, I can't give you an answer for that. You know, I was super into like Nelly. Nelly was one of my favorite like artists growing up. Blink 182 is on my bucket list to go see them live in concert. I think this is a better way to answer that question. Like, if you go on my Spotify playlist, the top 5 people I listen to right now are Nelly, NF, Tech 9, Arizona Zervis, and Lil Dicky. And I'm sure I'm forgetting about people, but those are the top 5 people I'm listening to right now. So I would consider those my favorite artists of the moment. Oh, and Ritz. I'm listening to a lot of Ritz. I'm listening to his new album right now as well. So he's up there because he's dope. Cullen Bernal at CB_the3. What's one of the biggest things that motivates you to continue hitting the gym? That's an easy one. People always ask me about motivation and how do you stay motivated. Honestly, I'm motivated internally, and I feel like you have to be motivated internally. If you're not motivated internally, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to sustain anything. Internally, I'm motivated because I look at myself in the mirror, or I look at myself how I was or how I want to be, and I think I'm nowhere near where I want to be. You know, yeah, I may be better than I was yesterday, but I'm not where I want to be, and I still have all these deficiencies, and it's almost to a fault. Like, I'm almost like super negative on myself. Like, I'll look at myself and I'll be like, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, that looks like shit. You know, I'll just completely destroy myself to almost a fault. Like, I'm super hard on myself. Nothing is ever really good enough, in my opinion. And so that continually motivates me, okay? Yes, that can be a detriment because it can really mess with you mentally, but I like to think that I can kind of harness that a little bit. You can always do something better, and you can always get better. There is no such thing as perfection. There's just progress towards perfection. That's what motivates me, is the fact that I'm not where I want to be. There's always room for improvement, and that's what motivates me to continue. The fact that I'm not where I want to be, that's what's going to continue to motivate me to push harder, to go and be better. Hope that helped, Colin. I hope that a lot of people need to hear that, because a lot of people look on Instagram and they're like, oh man, I want to be like them, or yeah, I want to be. But you got to look at yourself, because you're the person. You know, you can't compare yourself to their situation. You know, who knows? That could be filtered picture, photoshopped. That could be a rented Lamborghini. You know, you can't worry about what other people are doing. You got to look at yourself and be like, yeah, I can improve on this. Yeah, that needs to be better. Yeah, that needs to improve. You know. So that's where the motivation has to come from. You have to continually want more and continually strive for better. Moving on. At Irene White 23, do you have a favorite cheat meal? Favorite cheat meal? Pizza, hands down. Love pizza. Chicago deep dish style pizza is where it's at. You can talk all you want about New York style, but deep dish Chicago style is money. Outside of that, I love sushi. That's not really considered a cheat meal, I guess, but sushi's awesome. And then I'm a big sweets guy. I love ice cream. I don't really like donuts or like cake, but I love ice cream, and milkshakes are my weakness. Or a burger. A nice burger is always good too. Man, I make myself hungry. What time is it? It's like noon. It's time to eat. Man, I shouldn't be talking about food. I need to go eat. All right, I'm gonna try to wrap this up. We'll do 2 more questions, and then I'm out. This one's from Britt Tremonti. What up, Britt? What are you looking forward to most in 2018? What am I looking forward to most in 2018? I'm looking forward to 2018 just in general. I mean, we got a bunch of cool stuff happening with Gunsmith that I'm looking forward to, that's moving forward. And then we got a ton of events that we're going to in 2018 that I'm super stoked for. A lot of traveling. We're going to the LA Fit Expo. We're going to Mark Bell's Sacramento Fit Expo. We're going to the Arnold in March. We're going to the Emerald Cup in Seattle up in May. We're going to a bunch of the Fit Expos in San Jose and Anaheim. Then the Olympia in September. Our second annual open house party in September. We're going to try to do some other cool things too. Maybe a powerlifting meet here at the gym. I mean, there's a ton of awesome things happening. I can't wait for the LA Fit Expo. I can't wait for the Arnold. I can't wait for the Olympia, honestly, or the Emerald Cup, because the Emerald Cup is amazing. If you're in Seattle or the Pacific Northwest, you need to come through the Emerald Cup, because that is a great event. They do an awesome job up there, and that's a ton of fun. I can't wait for any of those. So 2018 is going to be lit. I'm stoked for it. If you're going to go to any of those expos, leave a comment below. Let me know what expos you guys are going to, because we're trying to hit something every month next year. Leave the comments below. One more question. CT at 2guns4387. Would you consider setting up a shop in the UK? Hell yes, I would consider setting up a shop in the UK. Shit, I've never been to the UK. Honestly, that's on my bucket list as well. I want to go to the UK. I want to travel through Europe and see all the sites. But I for sure I would love to go out there, and I think it would be awesome to set up a European shop. As far as like how soon that is, probably not anytime in the near future, but down the road, who knows? The future is wide open. All right, there's no limits. So who knows? In the future, possibly, but definitely would consider it. You know, that sounds awesome. Hell yeah. Anyway, guys, I've talked for way long. If you're still watching, I appreciate you. You're the real MVP. Maybe I'll do another one of these Q&A videos, because like I said, I got a ton of questions. I can't answer them all because this video would be an hour long, and I'm not trying to bore you guys, and I'm not trying to spend that much time uploading this video. Maybe I'll do some more of these in the future. This video is dropping on Wednesday, so if you're watching this video and you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, come through Record Breakers this weekend. Rob and I are going to be down there supporting some people from the Gunsmith Strength and Performance, and we're also just going to be hanging out, watching some badass people lift some heavy weights. So if you're in the Bay Area, come through CSA Gym in Dublin, come say what's up. We'll be out there rocking some Gunsmith gear. Gunsmithbrand.com, grab all your new Gunsmith gear there. I'm going to throw all those links below. I appreciate you guys for watching. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, new videos. Check it out. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that like button. It really helps. Anyway, I'm out. I got stuff to do. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.